Hello and welcome to today's video. So this time I thought we'd take another look at the PSP and PSP Minis running on the RG350 devices, in this case the RG351M. Now, we have already taken a look at this in the past when the RG351 first came out, and to be honest the results weren't very good. Now, the situation has improved ever so slightly with the more updated version of ArcOS. Games seem a little bit more compatible. In fact, on the games that I have tested, they were actually more compatible PSP-wise than the N64 games I was testing, which is amazing. Now, obviously this is Ridge Racer. Now this is quite some PSP game, so I wouldn't expect it to run perfectly, but if you've got the sound down or very low, you're going to be able to play this like a normal game. I mean, you really are. It just actually plays pretty darn good. And one of the common things about racing games, particularly like this one where you've got to do like 3 laps, is that once you've been around the course once and the entire lap is like loaded into the cache memory, you'll find that the second time round it's much smoother. And I gotta say, this one was quite a revelation. I remember when I first bought my PSP, it got released in Japan and I got one of the launch ones over with Ridge Racer. I believe that was the only game I got with it. I think it was just Ridge Racer. And absolutely played this one to death. You wouldn't think so the way I'm driving today, but it was fantastic. Really great title, and still good fun to this day. Absolutely fantastic. It ain't no Outrun though, which is my favourite, but it's still very good. I do like the Ridge Racer games. As you can see, this is playing pretty darn good, isn't it? So this was a pleasant surprise. So in this video I've got a handful of games which I think you might want to give a blast to. This was just a quick look at this one. This is Atari Classics Evolved. Once again, I wasn't overly surprised to see that this one played okay, because the actual ROM is only a few hundred megabytes of data. And basically you can play the classic Atari games either in their original arcade form or in a renewed sort of reimagined version. So I always used to enjoy Missile Command back in the day. In actual fact, I sort of wish I played the original, but I thought, well, everyone knows what the original's like, so let's have a look at the reimagined version. That's pretty good. Same principle. You've got the 3 cities there that you're trying to protect. Sorry, you've got all the cities along the bottom, and you've got 3 gun emplacements. Now this one wasn't bad. Once again, obviously the sound is going to be an issue, and it's playing a tiny bit slow, just a tiny bit slow. However, the actual gameplay, once you get into it, is actually really satisfying, and it's borderline, but I think if you're a fan, you'll be okay with this one. Nice big visuals. We're just not used to seeing something like this on the RG devices, are we? Here we are, knock her off the edge. She deserved it. Now this is one I'd not played. This was a PSP Mini, Pac-Man Championship Edition. And boy oh boy, I mean this was really good. This is Pac-Man to the extreme. And I used to love a bit of Pac-Man back in the day. Could get up to the key levels, which was, I don't know, level 20, something like that. I used to, on a Saturday, go to the arcade, and one of the chaps I used to play 2 players with, he literally played it until it crashed, so he would be there basically for the best part of a day. He'd have a big row of keys down the bottom for the levels that he'd finished, and he beat it until it crashed. Brilliant. And he beat the score, ran the score out. Just incredible. Here's another Mini, Skyforce, absolutely amazing schmuck, a shoot 'em up, and you can get this one on the Switch store at the moment. Just brilliant. In fact, it's out on almost every platform imaginable. It is superb. A little shoot 'em up where you start off really weak, and you just kill wave after wave, pick up the little every ship that you destroy, you get a little like token, and then the tokens add up so you can upgrade your ship at the end of each level. Absolutely fantastic. Basically you're rewarded for the more that you play, and this is one superb game. I really, really enjoy this one, and I'm sure you will too. Probably my favourite schmuck of the last few years. And I think you'll find that the PSP Minis in general play pretty well on this, because they don't take up anything like as much memory. As some of them are tiny, they're more like mobile phone games, but they look great. So you might want to investigate running a few PSP Minis on your RG device, because I think you're going to be surprised, because pretty much everything I've put on here, in fact, yeah, every one I've put on has played okay. Now I have revived my PlayStation Vita, and I've been having a great time playing that, and I've put a load of PlayStation Portable Minis and PS3 Minis on my Vita, and I'm having a blast playing through them, so I'll put some of those on here, so we might do a follow-up, just looking at the Minis if you like. This is another little classic, Twin Blades, a little zombie slasher. So I always mention it, but if you haven't bought yourself an RG350, 351 device yet, I do highly recommend Droix in London. They've given me a 5% discount voucher that you can use if you just follow the description down below, which will definitely pay for your next day delivery. That's 5% off anything in the store. Very much recommended. And they don't just do these, they do other devices and cases and Bluetooth controllers, that sort of thing, so there's lots there to have a look at. If you have enjoyed today's video, do please give it a thumbs up, and do please consider subscribing if you're not already for regular RG350 and 351 videos. There's quite a playlist on the channel now of different systems running games on this device, and I think you'll agree the variety is incredible. So if you haven't already, do please hit that subscribe button. It really is appreciated. Thank you very much for watching today, and I shall look forward to seeing you again with another RG351 video soon. Bye.